Let's take a look at the Beast, front 9, hole 7. This is another one that's reminiscent of, I forget which hole it is, but you got this gap in front of you, and basically once you beat this initial gap, it opens up, relatively speaking, for multiple lines to approach the basket for the birdie anyway. Eagle is definitely obtainable, but I think it's going to be super rare. Um, the thing you don't want to do here, like another hole where you don't want to go to the left, here you don't want to go down to the right. Really steep drop off and OB line down there. So you really want to, as always, try to keep it on the fairway. And there's actually another gap here too to the left that you can play. But this wooden structure right here, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but it gets in the way, and you need to make sure you go over top of it. But it's also, I just don't think it's, I've tried it a bunch of times. I don't think it's really the preferred route. I think this gap right here is where you want to be. And I usually take the Sapphire Accurate Extra Glide and shoot up that gap. But I mean, you can take a musket, even a warship, really. Like I say, you just got to beat that first gap. Not everybody has a Sapphire, so I'll show it with the musket. This is a typical birdie play. Like I say, just beat this first gap, and you should have multiple lines here. A bit of a fairway, I guess, but you got a couple of them at least. 264. From here, what I like to do is I like to take my sticky putter and just approach with that, just to make sure it doesn't slide down. And 51 feet to the birdie. So, and those branches that I just went through, those are a pain. They are extremely good at guarding that basket if you get on towards the right side of that fairway. But that's typical birdie play. Like I say, I usually take the Sapphire just to get a little more distance. But I mean, really, it's the same thing. Really, you're going to get a little closer, but you're too far away for an eagle run. So I'll just take the fuse here and lay up and safe birdie again. So really not a huge advantage to going big. There are some disadvantages to going too big off of the tee, and that if I was to take something like the glide skip and bang into this first available tree, which is about 80 feet away, there's a chance it could skip way down here to the right, find OB even, but that's pretty much instant par at best. So like I say, there is this line over here to the left. I'm not crazy about it, but if you want to try it, just make sure you put the bottom chevron at the top of this wooden structure, and quite a bit of hyzer. See if we can get one kind of close. Again, this isn't going to give you an eagle look though, so but it is a little better approach from this left side of the fairway, so that is an option. There's also a roller line I found. I got really close with a roller once, but it's very, very tricky and very dangerous. The roller a lot of times will roll down this hill too. So, but you put the the bottom chevron about right here for the roller. And like I say, this is really a bit of a poke and hope, but then again, a lot of this hole is a poke and hope. And I did catch some cabbage here that sent me over to the left, so that's not going to be definitely not an eagle. Probably a safe birdie though. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's something I could probably work into a birdie play here. Yeah, absolutely. So, but I don't like the roller play. I don't like that left gap so much. I think the preference is this gap right here, and just stay on the fairway. Play for birdie, really. If you wanted to go for the eagle, you could take the glide skip and just try to get well down this fairway. but it's tricky, and I'd say definitely a poke and a hope. I might have a look here. Let's see, 132 feet. This plays about 20 down, so, and you definitely want to go to the left side of the basket with the fuse. So let's say 110. Oh, almost. So, like I say, those branches right here, this guy particularly, they do a really good job of guarding that basket. But yeah, so lots of options. I think the best one is just play for birdie, shoot that gap, and move on to the next hole. So, all right, that's it for Beast Front 9 Hole 7. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you around the valley.